Oh yeah, it's Friday, people. Party time. Well, I don't know how much of a party time it's gonna be, because I've been being a good boy. Which, I'm glad. It's getting better day by day. Tell you what. Anyhow, maybe I'll talk about that later. We'll see. But it is Friday. We got a lot of excitement going on around here today. We're going to continue to give away Silverstein and Story of the Year tickets. Also, don't forget that Peaches is going to be broadcasting live tomorrow from 10 to noon. He's going to be at the gun shop in Idaho Falls, giving away a barbecue grill. He's also signing people up for Papa Roach Pit tickets. That's 10 to noon tomorrow at the gun shop. You should go check that out. And then we got Traffic School coming up at 8:45 today. If you're listening on demand, I post that separately. So, just look for the episode of Traffic School, either on the Traffic School podcast channel, everywhere podcasts can be found, or on the Victor Wilt Show podcast channel. Again, everywhere that podcasts can be found. So we're here. It's Friday. We just got a crush today, and then, well, hopefully you've got a weekend ahead. I thankfully do. Feeling pretty good today again. Been productive around the house. That gets me feeling better. Want to get that place in good shape. And that'll take a load of stress off, I think. I don't know. When my house is like completely obliterated, it kind of reminds me of like about 2 years ago when I first started living on my own. And I'm like, how am I ever going to get this place clean? And it took me like a year to do it by myself. But I was also painting and stuff. And anyway, I'm babbling on and on. Guess the coffee's working. Not complaining. So I stopped by the Classy studio and said good morning to Josh and Chantel over there. And they were on air at the time, talking about the fact that today is National Heat Awareness Day. So I wanted to let you know that heat exists. Like, you could go outside sometimes, and it might be hot. You'll feel this warmth. That would be heat. So I want you to be aware that heat exists. It can also happen indoors. I have been aware of heat for quite some time, and I think it was about a week or so ago, I noticed I was feeling, warmth in my bedroom. So I put an air conditioner in there so I could sleep comfortably. Because sleep and heat, they just don't go together very well. So last night, I'm in my room, putting away laundry. Becca's working in the kitchen. Her daughter's working upstairs, cleaning her room. And I'm just as comfy, well, temperature-wise, I'm as comfy as could be. Mentally, yesterday was a little bit rough. But, Becca comes in, she's just like sweating. She's like, it's hot out here. I was like, oh yeah, it's pretty hot outside. What's it like upstairs? I felt so bad. Her daughter was cleaning her room, and the top floor of my house gets really warm when it's hot outside. So I had to get the air conditioner installed up in her room. Sadly for her, I got it done after she was basically done cleaning the room. But I bet it's great in there right now because it's been running all night. It's probably an ice box. I bet it feels fantastic up in that room right now. So be aware, heat is a thing, but there are ways to deal with it. Air conditioning can be expensive, can be a little bit of a pain, but it's a luxury, that we should be grateful for. It's 2026. Can you imagine living before AC? That must have sucked so bad. You hear all these people, I want to go back to the days of blah, blah, blah. No. Was there AC? Then it's too long ago. No. That might be the main piece of more modern technology that I could not go without more than anything. Okay. AC or video games? Ooh. Just roasting playing video games or being nice and cool and never being able to play video games? That's a hard question. That should be to each their own for today. If you had to give up one, AC or video games, which would it be? I actually bought a video. Well, okay, I didn't buy a video game yesterday. Becca bought me a video game. One that I'd been meaning to get for a long time, but you hear me talk about playing video games on air often enough. I don't play them. I'll buy them and then they just sit there. Like we bought God of War Ragnarok. That must have been at least 6 months ago. Probably put a good hour into it. Gonna have to start it over. I bought Resident Evil Requiem. It's been so many weeks since I played it. I don't remember where I'm at. Probably gonna have to start that over too. Yeah, so let's buy another game that can sit there and collect dust. Astrobot, which when it came out was extremely well reviewed. Supposed to be one of the best games of recent years for PlayStation. I loved Astrobot on the VR, on the original PlayStation VR. I'm bummed this isn't a VR game, but it's supposed to be so good that I'm excited to play it. Plus, it'd be more appropriate to play with Becca and her daughter than probably Resident Evil or God of War Ragnarok, simply due to the... Resident Evil has some brutal violence in it. It's awesome. It's great. Anyhow, it's Heat Awareness Day, so what I would do is hide from the heat. What are we looking at for weather today? I better not have a live weather sponsorship coming up in a bit, but okay, good. We'll do it now. Let's take a look at what we've got going on for the weekend here in East Idaho. Since Idaho Falls is kind of right in the middle between Pocatello and Rexburg, we'll go ahead and just kind of use that as a baseline. Looking at a high today is 78. Another warm day. They do say a stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Is this for real? I swear when I looked at the weather forecast, like yesterday, it was supposed to be hot this weekend. No, apparently it's going to be cold. 55 for the high. Am I really in Idaho Falls here? Yeah. 55 for the high tomorrow. And plenty of rain. Then Sunday, 62 for the high. More rain. Okay. I'm going to turn my sprinkler system off with my app because I saw it was running this morning. I might have to mow the lawn today. I don't want to, but it just might have to be done. But if it rains today, then yeah, it just ain't happening. So anyway, if you have yard work to do, I guess today's the day to do it. And this is fine. I got a lot that needs to be done inside the house. All right. Heat Awareness Day. Not this weekend. Okay, I got pummeled by a lot in the last few minutes here. I don't know, maybe I'm just manic today. My brain has been all over the place for the last week. First, I discovered something. Well, I shouldn't say I discovered. I remembered something thanks to Facebook that I'd forgotten, and that's that the new Devin Townsend album is out today. You ready to get driven completely insane, Becca? Now, Devin Townsend has music that I know Becca can tolerate because we've listened to it before, but the newer stuff from the album The Moth is like a 10 years in the works orchestral masterpiece. She was not having it. The whole album's out now. I started listening to a few minutes of it, and it would definitely drive her nuts. Gonna have to listen to that probably in my spare time. I want to listen to it on the surround sound for sure, up loud, because it sounds like it's just going to be mind-blowing. Anyway, we were listening to Van Halen, and it reminded me that I saw an article, I think yesterday, where, you know how all articles on Facebook are now, which, by the way, Facebook is being a real piece of crap today. I don't know what's going on with it, but see a post that's like blah, 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 blah. And then you got to go into the comments to find the actual link. So this one was, Joe Rogan names the greatest rock band of all time. And I was like, okay, what does Joe think? And I went to the article and he was talking about Van Halen. To me, a surprising answer. Sure, legendary band, but the best rock band of all time? Come on. Now, if you're a longtime listener, if I had to pick one band to be my favorite, it would probably be Tool. But would I name them the greatest rock band of all time? Because that's a different kind of thing than being my favorite band. I don't think Tool has had the impact that some other bands have had. I think if I had to go with the greatest band of all time, I would go with the Beatles. That's probably who I would pick. They were not around very long. They had a pretty short run. They put out albums like crazy. Just bam, 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 bam. They didn't make you wait 13 years like Tool, or at least a number of years like other bands. I mean, let's pull up the Beatles discography here and just take a look at studio albums. Okay. Holy crap. The way that Google displayed that was really hurting my brain. There we go. All right. So, we'll just look at the original UK studio albums. So, Please Please Me, that album, their very first album came out March 22nd of 1963. 6 months later, With the Beatles, November 1963. Then A Hard Day's Night, July of 1964. Then Beatles for Sale, December of 1964. I mean, they were putting out like 2 albums a year at the beginning. Help came out August 1965. Then December 1965, Rubber Soul, which Rubber Soul's when things really started changing for the Beatles. I mean, that was a big leap. And that was 4 or 5 months after Help. Then Revolver in August 1966, another 8 months later. Okay, then they took a pretty good break, and they went about 9 months to release Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, which, you want to talk about a game changer. I mean, Revolver and Rubber Soul were all game changers. And those previous albums, Help, A Hard Day's Night. I mean, these albums are massive albums, like every single one. And they were churning them out like every 6 months. So from Sgt. Pepper, pretty long break to put out the double album, the White Album, a little over a year later in November of 1968. And then they put out the Yellow Submarine album 2 months later. 2 months later in January 1969. Abbey Road dropped in September of that year, so a good 9 months later. And then in May of 1970, Let It Be, which Abbey Road was the final album they recorded. But Let It Be, for whatever reason, came out, later. Anyhow, like look at that run. Look at that crazy run. 1963 to 1970. And basically every album is legendary. And some of them are some of the greatest albums of all time. Like, I don't think anyone can beat the Beatles, all right? The only band I'm aware of that puts out an album like more than one in a year, period, in this day and age is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Those guys, they're nuts. They just churn them out as well, but not quite on the level of fame and game-changing, world-changing music as the Beatles. Sorry, Joe, but the Beatles are the greatest rock band of all time. All right, I was looking at this thread, and I was like, this might be a good one for the show. No, way too disgusting. And I should have known, but, ugh. The thread was called Women of Reddit, what's the most disgusting thing you've discovered about your boyfriend after being together for years? And right out of the gate, the very first response I see, I'm like, I can't talk about that on air. That is disgusting. And that was the point of the thread. Being disgusting. I mean, this is one of those times that I wish that I could just talk about whatever I want in whatever manner I want. It's so stupid that broadcast radio and TV have these dumb rules with language and content when you can see what, like, politicians will get on TV and say. They swear on TV. Like, and these are the people running things. But those little radio DJs, don't let them say a naughty word. Don't let him talk about anything that's... I mean, some of these are hilarious, but I know Jade he'd lose his mind if I got into some of the... Can I talk about any of them? Here's someone who said, today I learned the women of Reddit have dated some absolute creatures. My goodness. Of course, there were responses in this thread about dudes and their wiping problems. We've talked about it many times because every, couple weeks or so, some post will pop up where some girl online's like, hey, ladies, does your boyfriend also just not know how to clean himself? Dump him. Seriously. Okay, and I gotta say, okay, not showering properly, because you can wash every part of yourself, dudes. That's one thing, but just straight up not wiping. That's so disgusting. So hideous. I'm like, how is that not an immediate you're dumped? Like, you're gone. That should be an immediate red flag. Get. All right, let's see. All right, this one's kind of a long one. At least there are some of these things in here I can talk about. That first one was so funny. I really, really wish I could tell you about it, but it's one of these things I can't even work around. This person said, my first boyfriend asked for my passwords as a trust exercise and then regularly checked my email and every email that used it as a recovery as well as all my accounts, blah, blah, blah. He looked through every correspondence I had with anyone I've ever been friends with and then hunted down all their social media to stalk them. If right out of the gate, your significant other's like, give me all your passwords. I need to look at your stuff. Like, I think I have, I know the password to Becca's phone. She knows the password to my phone. I'm not going to get in her phone and dig around, okay? I think that you're, asking for the universe to do something really bad to you and show you something really bad that you don't want to see if you break that trust. You're just, bringing bad karma on yourself. So I've never looked through a significant other's phone because I figure, that's the way to jinx it, you know? Anytime in the past an ex has done something bad to me, I found out about it another way anyway. Well, maybe I should have dug through the phone. Could have probably cleared up some problems earlier, but no, don't do that. Yeah, okay, she did dump him, and then he deleted all of her accounts and stole what he couldn't, sold her Steam account worth hundreds of dollars to someone, doxed her on 4chan. This guy's a psycho. I hope she called the cops on him. Jeez. Again, somebody starts rooting through all of your messages. That would be a red flag. Settle down. If you can't trust me, you got nothing to worry about. Shouldn't have to in a good, healthy relationship. All right. Let's see. Oh, how do I work around this? This is not the first time I've heard of this one either. Okay. We'll just say this girl's boyfriend didn't use the toilet to number 2. Instead, how do I work around this? We'll just say stomping things down the drain. Oh my gosh. Oh. Dudes. And again, that's not the first time I've heard about that. Like, whose kids are these? Where were the parents? You need to teach your boys how to properly take care of themselves. Disgust. Oh my gosh. Okay, that one I definitely can't work around. Oh, this person says their ex would wipe boogers everywhere, and then they name all the places. Showers, walls, car windows. Get a Kleenex, bro. Like, okay, everybody picks their nose sometimes. All right? It happens. But just get a Kleenex and throw it away. And smear it on the car window. What's that? Is that a dead bug? No. Jeez. Okay, here's somebody with multiple fake accounts. Hitting up other ladies online. Yeah. Again, fake accounts, that to me would be a red flag too, unless they were just like, hey, check it out, I got this fake account that I like troll people with and make people mad, and they'll show you them. They show you the fake account and are like, check it out, this is funny. Okay, that's one thing, but let's see here. There's too many of these that I can't talk about on there. You should look up the thread. Go to Reddit, and it's in the Ask Reddit subreddit. Women of Reddit, what's the most disgusting thing that you've discovered about your boyfriend after being together for years? Some of these, I don't think they read that part about being together for years. There's no way that you discover that your boyfriend doesn't wipe for years. You're going to smell it, okay? If your boyfriend stinks, red flag. Especially if he smells like dookie. I don't know if your Facebook is being like mine. It's a PC-based Facebook problem, but it is just a mess today. But of course, Marketplace is working. I don't know, I'm getting all these posts from Marketplace, and one popped up, lots of books for sale. And of course, being apparently addicted to just buying books, I had to take a look. And I swear, looking at some people's bookshelves makes me crazy. I'm a weirdo. I'm a little OCD when it comes to bookshelves. Okay, one, all right, they're just trying to sell books, so I shouldn't judge them. But there was no rhyme or reason to the way these books were ordered. Like, couldn't you lump them together by author or something like that? Or, I don't know, hardback and softback, some kind of organization. Again, they're just trying to sell them. Maybe their personal shelves don't look that way. But another thing I noticed as I zoomed in and was like, what's on that shelf? I didn't find anything I needed. But they had one Stephen King book. Just one. It's a book called Faithful, and he co-wrote it with somebody else. I can't remember the name of the guy, but it's a book, a nonfiction book based on one of the seasons when the Boston Red Sox won the World Series or something. I have the book. I've never read it because it just sounds kind of boring, but I collect Stephen King, so I had to get it. But I'm like, that's the only Stephen King book you have? Now, to me, it's a little bit of a red flag if somebody owns a lot of books and they don't have any Stephen King. If you got like a full bookshelf, a 6-footer, and there ain't one Stephen King book in your collection, that gives me a red flag kind of deal if you're like really a book person. But if you only have one and it's Faithful, that's even weirder. Maybe they just have all their other Stephen King on the shelf they're not selling. That's what I'm going to hope. And I know that's judgmental and weird, but that's just me. So anyway, it got me thinking about the new bookshelf we put up in my living room. And last night, as I was manically cleaning house, oh man, I could not stay on one single task. I was like walking around and I'd get a new idea and then I'd forget what I was up to. The ADD was terrible yesterday. But I did glance at the bookshelf in the living room and I'm like, oh, this is not organized at all. some of these books should be upstairs, and I've got books upstairs that should be downstairs. We need to... Anyway, I'm not going to get into how I go about arranging my bookshelves, but I'm a weirdo about it. And the fact that the one in the living room is not set up how I want it, it got to me a little bit last night. I know, I'm a weirdo. All right. I'm going to try to, I don't know, clear the cache or something, try to get my Facebook working right, because I like to sit here and, pretend I'm finding content for the show and scroll social media. Good morning, Jay Davis.
What up, man?
Oh, just digging through all the wonderful content out there in the world today. It's awesome.
Well, at least I brought you a song.
You did bring me a good song. I'm going to turn it on for the listeners right this second.
And you're fired.
Dang it. I can't even say the name of the song, which is weird because one part of the first word in the name of that song is okay, but for some reason, if you put the word whole at the end, now all of a sudden it's a problem. It doesn't make any sense.
It's the whole anthem.
Whole anthem.
Yeah,
you guys can figure it out.
Red Grizz.
Red Grizz with 2 G's.
Listen to it at full volume at your place of work. No,
yes.
Don't do that.
And I said 2 G's, but I meant 2 Z's.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, depending on your job. Like, if you worked at a bar, you might be able to get away. You could get away with it at a bar.
All right.
Yeah,
I could see that.
For sure.
And then there's a female version of it as well, and that's Chris Spring.
Chris Spring?
Yep, with a K, Chris Spring.
Okay.
And that's the Red Grizz's wife. So he's making the AI music, and then they're both singing different lyrics.
Okay. And hers is the blank anthem, which is another word we used to say on air. And then we had a very conservative boss who's like, you can't say anything anymore. So I'm still uncomfortable to say that word, even though it's fine.
It's a female dog in heat anthem.
Female dog in heat anthem.
Actually, I think that song is actually called RBF, or
RBF?
Resting Face.
See, but we have a song by Jet in the system.
Yeah. Cold Hard.
I've announced it on air many times over the years.
For like 20 years.
And I think it matters the context in which you use that word, right? Like if I was talking about complaining, it would be okay. But if I was like, have you met this one woman? Blank.
Have you met Victor? He's a total.
Yeah. Then it's a different context.
Especially if you go to a concert with him in Salt Lake City. Total blank.
No, dude, I'm well behaved. Always very calm. I don't ever get out of control. And
I don't know. That song is kind of your anthem when we go to Salt Lake.
No, there's a Buck Cherry song. It's got a better title.
That's true.
And that's another one that we've announced on air for many years. I don't understand these FCC rules. They don't make any sense.
No.
Now, I've been complaining about that a little bit because there's been a lot of discussion about language being used by like political parties and things. People were very upset about a certain tweet that went out a couple days ago. And
I must have missed that one. I know the one a couple months ago.
Okay, I'll show it to you. It was funny. But people are acting all butthurt because there was a naughty word used in there. Like, this is in bad taste. I'm like, the president...
What in politics isn't in bad taste?
Exactly, it's politics.
All of it is.
And, I mean, even the president gets on TV and swears. There's that video footage of him, like, somebody yelled something at him at some type of a rally or something, and he's walking away, flipping them off. It's like, but I can't say another word for butt on the radio? What is this?
Idaho.
So, what I was going to talk about, well, I guess I'll save it for freak news. I'm looking at the clock here.
Just replace everything with bear, since it's K-Bear.
Anytime it's a bad word, we just use bear instead.
Bear.
Bear it. Oh, wait, that's like take your clothes off.
Bear off.
Bear off, Jade. I wasn't ready to play that song, Peaches.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to distract you.
Yes, you distracted me. You distracted me from launching the feature known as Freak News.
Welcome to the age of stupidity.
It's disturbing.
Hail the rise of the idiots.
It's weird. It's disgusting. It's stupid. And it has its negative points too. It's Freak News with Victor Wilt on K-Bear 101.
Okay, now I got to find the freak news stories that I did have ready to go because I was in the middle of opening 10 million tabs to continue looking through freak
Well, if you want
news
some
stories.
personal freak news, I used the sunless tanner last night.
Oh, so you used the new item that you use to put it on your own back.
Yes. And it's quite humbling to see yourself in the mirror like that. When you look like Hank Hill with no pants on, it's kind of...
Well, yeah, I try to avoid mirrors in general, whether or not I have my shirt off.
I was like, wow, I need to go to the gym harder now.
Yeah, it's nice in my bathroom, the mirror. It doesn't tend to show my gut unless I'm like over by the shower, and then I'm like, ew.
The worst is when you go to a fitting room, like the one in Target, where there's mirrors all around you.
Oh,
that's how dudes find out they have a bald spot. They're like, what is that?
That's how I found out I needed to shave my head. I was in one of those rooms where there's two mirrors across from each other, and I was facing one, and I could see, the vortex of a million of me behind me, a million bald spots. I was like, no, geez,
mine
it
looked
really
a little,
is bad.
Mine looked a little bad too at one point, and I was just like, okay, well,
it's just
got to
go.
accept my fate.
Yeah, and then once you do, it's like, oh, why didn't I do this sooner?
Mm-hmm.
It's great. Screw you, shampoo. You suck.
Right.
I don't need you in my life, conditioner. Get.
It just costs you money. That's it.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. What else did I have here?
At least I'm not orange today. That was my main concern.
Yeah, you did tell me that you were, using this fake tan, and I was like, you better not come in here with an orange face, bro.
The glove did not really fit.
If the glove does not fit, I guess you're innocent.
The glove didn't. It went over 4 fingers. So I had to work around that.
Peaches, I saw an article today, and I'm trying to find it here because I know I had it open, but apparently Facebook
is now charging people?
They're going to start charging people for upgraded services.
Like links in the stories, things like that.
Let me
the
go
ability
back
to see if somebody's viewed your story, however many times they've wanted.
Or how many times they viewed your story.
Is that what I said?
Yeah. Because, you can already look and see who's viewed your story, right?
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, it's the amount of times they can... so there's like a girl online posting a half-naked selfie, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, Victor viewed this 504 times.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't ever even check who looks at my stories. I don't know. Do most people check?
Maybe if they want like a specific someone to see, like, look at me now, I get over here on the beach, look where you're at, kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I'm not speaking from personal experience.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all. Yeah, okay, let's see if I can bring up an article that'll actually let me read it here, because there was a few other features. Stupid websites. Why don't you sign up for an account? Come on.
They're making you pay to look at an article about having to pay for Facebook?
Exactly. You're going to have to pay for everything. So these would be paid tiers for Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. And looks like the Instagram Plus and Facebook Plus will cost $4 a month. WhatsApp Plus will cost $3 a month. Let's see here. So Instagram will gain access to expanded story controls, audience insights, profile customization options, and blah, blah, blah.
I feel like this
Same
is just
thing with Facebook.
This is just going to be like showing off who is addicted to social media.
Oh, yeah.
Because people who pay for Snapchat Plus need to get a life too.
I got to be able to keep my streak up, though.
Not even that.
You can renew it.
It's more so like
replay stories.
Getting notified that someone posted a story.
Yeah, who cares?
Exactly.
I get it. I have as many notifications turned off as humanly possible. Like, what do I have notifications for? It's pretty minimal. Like eBay, in case I'm bidding on something, I need to know when the auction's about to end.
Right, yeah.
All of my social media notifications are off.
Well, you do get notified every single time someone goes by your front door. I've noticed that before.
Oh, yeah, okay. I got my camera notifications on, and I do have Snapchat messages. That's because I only talk to like 2-3 people on there. You. Becca, and occasionally Taryn. That's like it on Snapchat. If I had my Facebook messages notification, oh geez, it'd be relentless.
Yeah,
Same with the general Facebook notifications.
I need to turn mine off, the messages, because listeners are now trying to call me on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah,
And
I get that happening every once in a while. If you call me on Facebook Messenger, unless you're like someone I really know good, I am not going to pick it up.
Exactly.
All right, I'm just not gonna. And this article doesn't mention it, but one of the other ones I was looking at said they were going to have some kind of a plan that was $50 a month. And I was trying to figure out what benefits that gives you. But either way, to know how many times somebody's looked at my story, who cares? $4 a month? That adds up, Peaches. That's $48 a year.
I know. I was looking up how much my car is costing me per year for the payments. Oh, it's going to be so good once it's paid off.
Oh, heck yeah. I mean, that was another reason I sold a camper. You know, you pay for it every month. You also have to pay for insurance for it.
Oh, yeah?
And you use it for maybe 3 months out of the year. And maybe, 1 or 2 weekends a month during those 3 months.
I'll text Geico back when they say, like, hey, you're going to be charged this much on your credit card. And I start saying, screw you!
I ain't giving you nothing.
I'll send them an Uno reverse card.
Well, I do have Geico notifications on. Pay your bill!
Right.
Pay your bill.
It's really funny how threatening insurance is when it comes to, like, you change your credit card number. Like when you get an updated card in the mail.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, you're about to lose your car insurance. Get it together, you fat slob.
I hate bills,
The gecko
man.
shows up to your front door with a gun. Like, what's going on?
Like, I had really bad anxiety for the last week, and so yesterday I finally got around to going, okay, I'm going to make some payments on my credit cards. I'm going to go look. Because, I've been on vacation recently.
Yeah.
There's been tons of birthdays, lots of holidays, been a lot of spending. And so I did kind of want to throw up when I finally pulled up the apps, but I made some payments and I'm feeling a little better. But, it's crazy, dude. Like, it's starting to hit now, Peaches, how expensive everything is.
Oh, yeah.
I was at the grocery store the other day and it's like, it's off-brand time. And no, maybe I don't need that. Maybe I don't need that. We're just going to go ahead and go bare minimum here. It's starting to suck, dude.
People are saying that you save money by meal prepping. I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Because I've tried looking at like different ways to make these meals that I'll stay consistent with.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I might as well just go to Chipotle every time and
Well, dude,
get myself a bowl.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it has gotten to that point that it's almost actually, in some situation, it is definitely cheaper to go to fast food than...
Especially if you order through the app.
Yeah. If you use the app, you can get some really good deals. I mean, I'm not going to give any... Well, I'll give McDonald's a plug. I've told you, I always get the, 250 McDoubles and like, you build up the points fast enough, I can generally always get some kind of like a free chicken sandwich or something.
I thought you were going to say...
I spend like $5 when I go to McDonald's and I'm full.
I thought you were going to say you're going to get you got those crafted sodas that they were serving yesterday.
I forgot to go by and try one of their samples, but they are going to be doing those again next Thursday, everybody. So keep that in mind if you want to try the new McDonald's beverages. All right, it's significantly after 8 o'clock, so I better get to the illegal ID. So Peaches and I were talking a bit about how everything's gotten to be like stupid expensive and how annoying it is. Well, I'm trying to figure out what to do for my birthday, which is going down 1 week from tomorrow. It's nice that it falls on a Saturday, but I haven't been drinking alcohol. And generally, if I'm going to do something for my birthday, it's, all right, let's invite the homies over. We'll whip up some food. We'll have some beverages. Get a little bit crazy. And, this little break from the boozing hasn't been going on super long. And I'm a little concerned that, if I invite a bunch of the homies over in a week, it's going to be like, well, let's go ahead and leap off the wagon. So I'm like, what else can I do? What else could I do that would be fun and do? Because there were a couple birthdays when I was not boozing, where I just stayed home by myself and didn't do anything. I just played video games and watched movies. It was very relaxing, but my 40th birthday, Usually people make a big deal out of that and throw a big shindig. I did nothing. Not a dang thing. So I want to do something, and I was like, well, maybe I can go out of town. You know, maybe I can get like an Airbnb somewhere, and maybe go to Yellowstone or something. Got looking. Jeez! Like, okay, I get it, Island Park. You're a tourist destination, but come on, man. Can we find a deal? Maybe I should look around on Facebook Marketplace. Sometimes I see people like, hey, you know, our cabin's available this weekend. Really good deal. Maybe I'll look around on there because Airbnb gave me a big fat yikes when I took a look at that. And I don't want to stay at some dump hotel. So I don't know. But I'll figure out something to do. Ugh. I guess I did, get a new video game. Got Astrobot. But I don't know, just sitting around the house doesn't sound that great. But also, yeah, gas! Jeez! Whatever we do, we're taking your car, Becca. Because I tell you what, I think I put in the last couple weeks, because I had to go to Pokey a few times, I think I put like $300 in gas in my truck. And it's already at like an eighth of a tank. Oh, it sucks so bad. Okay, I'll stop complaining. Good morning and good day to you. I don't know what time you're listening to this. I guess I shouldn't just say good morning. It could be on demand, but hey, when I'm doing it, it's morning. It's early. If you have been arrested and you are being transported to jail or court, don't try to escape. Okay, they're gonna catch you. They're gonna catch you eventually, or you're gonna die. There was a guy in the UK, and I guess he escaped from a custody vehicle. They were going from a police station to court, so he somehow got out of the vehicle, and he took off running. And apparently, how did he get hit by a train is what I want to know. The article doesn't really say. It just says that the guy got hit by a train and he's dead. Yeah, I don't know what kind of charges he was facing, but option one, time in jail. Sure, that would suck. That'd be bad, but dead, that's pretty final, so just sometimes you gotta take your punishment. All right, gotta take your punishment and deal with it. And I don't know what this guy did. I don't know if he was should I say RIP? What if he was like a really horrible person? The article doesn't say what crime he committed. Just said he was hit and killed by a train after escaping from the police. So, yeah, just accept your punishment, all right? Sometimes it's just got to be done. So I was just reading an article about some people who were in a canoe race. Now, boring, right? Sorry. Maybe you enjoy canoe racing. I'm not saying canoe racing would be boring, but an article about it would be like, who cares? But this was in Monterey Bay, California, which is a beautiful area if you've never been there. I would love to go there again, but back to gas prices. Nope. Nope. Flights. No. But I hope to go to Monterey again sometime. Anyway, they're having this canoe race, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, what they're calling an enthusiastic sea lion jumps up on top of their canoe. Now, have you ever paddled a canoe? They tip over. They're not very stable. So, I don't believe the people got dumped out or anything. I guess I should have watched the video. Oh, I don't want to listen to it. They have an ad about fire? Stream Bay area. Oh, okay, this is dumb. They have an ad for their website that I'm already on. Okay, so there's the people boating. They're paddling away. That's, I guess, a canoe. I mean, there's like 4 people in it. That looks more like a kayak to me. Pretty fancy canoe. Not like the one I had but not like the ones that I would go on when I was a kid. Oh, all right, it jumped up on there. I guess you could call it enthusiastic. Oh, there's 6 people in that canoe. Holy cow. No, I think that sea lion was trying to kill those people. Sea lions, yeah, it had its mouth open. It just barely missed the neck. That's what's going on there. That is definitely a sea lion attempting to kill the driver of that boat. What's up, Peaches? I'm just giving people more reason. Like, not even swimming. You can't even go out in a boat in the ocean anymore. Sea lions attacking, dude. Animals hate people. They're fed up with people.
Good for them.
Maybe that's why my cats are peeing everywhere. They're just joining. They're like, well, if the orcas are going to take down boats, how do we take down Victor? Well, we can mentally destroy him by peeing everywhere. Stupid cats.
Of course, it's on the carpet too, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, I've given up. I bought a really fancy carpet shampooer, but like most of my house needs to be shampooed. So I've just given up. I'm going to clean the house, get it all vacuumed, and I'm just going to call in the pros and just fork over whatever horrendous amount of money it takes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like euthanization, you know?
No, I see. That's the problem. I like.
I'm calling in the pros. Here come the vets with the big needle.
No, that's the problem. They're likable animals, even if they drive me crazy. Oh,
is it considered morbid to taxidermy a cat and put it on the mantle?
I think that would be a bit morbid.
Make a message out of one of them.
You know, I've never tried it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I guess you could try it. You have one of your pets, stuffed, and you see if it gives you the creeps.
Who's peeing on the carpet more?
That would be Koopa and Chris.
Okay, well, Koopa's got to go.
I am taking him to the vet on Monday.
Oh, of course you are. Yeah.
But not to put him down.
In the arms.
No. To see if he has
in the arms of an angel.
No, to see if he has a UTI or something. I'm not going to walk in and they're like, well, he doesn't have a UTI. Well, there's only one thing left to do.
Give me the syringe. I'm going in.
Oh, jeez. Thank you again for tuning in to The Victor Welch Show. This program is a production of Riverbend Media Group. To contact the show or for more information, hit us up at riverbendmediagroup.com.